For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to the final part of the FUT Champions Weekend experiment that we're doing here on the main account. Of course, we're comparing how well I can do in FUT Champions comparatively to the experiences last time we did FUT Champions with the RTG account. This time using a very expensive super team to see if I can actually do even better and to kind of prove to myself whether I'm actually average or I am okay at the game. So far, it appears to be that I'm kind of average-ish. We went 5 and 5 on the first day, 12 and 8 on the second day, on the Saturday, and we had 10 games remaining as we headed into today's episode. We're on 17 wins at this point, clearly now, as you can see, going 3-0 up through Gonzalo Higuain. We're about to make it 18 wins and get ourselves into gold 3. We're actually going to make it 4-0 here as we square it across. Gonzalo Higuain buries it into the back of the net. We had 17 wins with 10 games to go. I needed 8 wins from my remaining 10 games. Now, judging by the previous 2 days' form, I wasn't going to make it, but I did have an extremely good day here with FUT Champions. We'll have to wait and see if we were actually able to make it into Gold 1, which was 25 wins. We needed 8 wins from the 10 games. We've started off with a win, so that moves us up onto 18. So we're now 18 and 13 for the weekend so far. Frontline, though, pretty scary in this one. Player of the Month, Eden Hazard, Sergio Aguero, and Anthony Martial. Obviously, the back line is actually pretty tasty with Chiellini in there alongside SBC Buffon, who I have been using in this weekend's games. But Mkhitaryan gave me a 1-0 lead here after 13 minutes, and I thought, hello, we might be in for a decent game here. But no, this guy was actually very, very good at the game, and he pulled one back here with Wayne Rooney to make it 1-1, and then he subsequently, just a few moments later, went and made it 2-1. Hazard around the corner to Sergio Aguero here. Good save by Courtois. Also, I thought, got almost everything behind it, but it still looped up over the top of him and past the defender and into the back of the net. So we went 2-1 down, and then nice little back heel there from N'Golo Kante. Hazard into the middle, tried to head that away, but it only went to Hazard, and then the ball pings around. Keeper had already committed to one dive, so he was on the floor, not ready to save the next shot. So we went 3-1 down, and then Hazard with a nice little 1-2 with Aguero, and then playing it back across. Hazard again makes it 4-1. So, all right, never mind. We won heavily, we lost heavily. That was the trend yesterday. This time, I didn't want to have a similar trend. It was a very even game. It's just that he took his chances and I didn't, as has been the pattern with the majority of my FUT Champions plays so far this weekend. So we are on 18 wins and 14 defeats. We still have 8 games to go, and I need 7 wins to guarantee Gold 1, which would be 45,000 coins, I think, and 2 100k packs as rewards. In this one, though, the connection was a little bit dodgy, but we were able to get ourselves a lead here through Diego Costa in the 63rd minute. Thankfully, in the right place at the right time. Chris Smalling, for some reason, popped up on the edge of the box here, setting up Kevin De Bruyne, who just powered that into the top corner to give us a 2-0 lead. That's going to move us on to 19 wins now as we head towards the 25 that we're aiming for this FUT Champions weekend. You can see from the stats there, completely dominated that guy. He only had 1 shot all game. Never really in any doubt of losing that one. Coming up against Lacazette here again in a team that was heavily Premier League orientated, with just Lacazette in there, who's the non-Premier League player. And to be fair, Alexander Lacazette always gives me problems. And he did exactly that again, giving him a 1-0 lead here just 5 minutes in. However, into the second half, Luis Figo pile drives that straight at the keeper, but I get a lucky deflection into Gonzalo Higuain. Now, in the first half, I destroyed this guy, but couldn't take my chances. In the second half, I was as dominant in the first. It's just that this time, was taking my chances. Stunning strike from Dennis Bergkamp there to give us a 2-1 lead. Just a few moments after that, literally like 5 in-game minutes, Alessandro Florenzi pops up with a 3rd, and then we pop up with a 4th a few moments after that. This was what the first half had been like. It's just that the ball wasn't going in the back of the net. This time, though, it actually was. 4 goals to 1 up. He then went AFK rather than just quitting. So I scored a simple 5th with Dennis Bergkamp. And then he rage quit. So it was kind of pointless going AFK if he was going to rage quit anyway. So I got the extra goal in. Thank you for the extra coin bonus. I don't mind whatsoever. A 5-1 win, which moves us on to 20 wins, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. 5 to go with 6 games remaining. Dybala and Higuain up top. Legend Stoichkov in the midfield with Iron Robin there on the left-hand side in a centre mid position. Arturo Vidal at CDM with Kevin Prince Boateng? No, that's the wrong one, Ches. With Jerome Boateng there at centre back. Higuain here with a really nice finish to give us a 1-0 lead just 25 or so minutes into the game. A few moments after that, we were going to make it 2-0. Dennis Bergkamp down the right-hand side cuts the ball inside to Gonzalo Higuain, scores his second of the game to give us a 2-goal advantage. And then in the second half, we were going to round that out with a 3-goal advantage, again through Higuain, a hat-trick for him yet again. And that gives us another victory. We're on to 21. So we're needing 4 wins from my remaining 5 games. Things are going very well so far here in these Sunday games. Can we keep it up for the rest of the day and get into Gold 1? Again, coming up against Aguero up top. Don't like playing against Aguero. He's so good. Always, always, always destroys me. He's got Joe Hart in goal, though, who has the odd mistake in him if you can play well enough against him and get the right sort of chances. Kevin De Bruyne plays through Diego Costa here. 1-0 lead after 20 minutes or so. Good start. Can we build on that? Not yet. He's going up the other end just 5 minutes later. Aguero into Martial. Going to pull that inside there back to Sergio Aguero. Nicely slotted finish, actually, in at the near post. Dab to make it 1-1. Diego Costa, though, plays that around the corner there to Eden Hazard. I was going to try and slot that home. Tried to. Joe Hart with a good save, but De Bruyne was there to bury it to make it 2-1, sorry. Then he pushed up in the... This is still the first half, by the way. N'Golo Kante made it 2-2 on the stroke of half-time. And we pushed into the second half. You can see on the attack again here. Yaya Toure across to Mkhitaryan. Pyle drives that into the back of the net. 3-2. A 3-2 lead. And subsequently a 3-2 win. So then, 22 games won. We need 3 wins from our remaining 4 games. Can we do it? Musa, Sterling, Willian as a front 3. Not the nicest of front 3 to come against, to be completely honest. Not much strength there, but pace for days. Inform Kasper Schmeichel. In fact, is it technically second in form? He's got a team in the group stage card. I don't know whether you would class that as a first in form. I don't suppose you would. So I guess it's first in form, Kasper Schmeichel. But Dennis Bergkamp gave me a 1-0 lead there, as you saw, nicely slotted finish. He, though, was able to equalise before half-time, unfortunately, somehow managing to squeeze that through to Kyle Walker, Dab, to make it 1-1. And Nemanja Matic comes through here, through the middle in the second half, plays the ball over the top into Ahmed Musa, can't catch Musa, into the back of the net it goes, and a 2-1 lead for him, and a 2-1 defeat in the end for me. So, we're left in the scenario, he dominated, deserved the win, though, as you saw from the stats there. We're left in the scenario, 3 games to go. I need 3 wins. Can we do it? 22 wins, 25 needed for Gold 1 and 2 100k packs. He's got Aubameyang and Lewandowski up top. An extremely good side for him here, but you can see, so lucky with the way that drops there to Kevin De Bruyne. Had Costa played that through himself, he would have been offside, but because it came off a defender, he was the right side of the... Well, not technically, it wasn't the right side of the defensive line, but he was technically onside. Yaya Toure played over the top here, though. Brilliant run from him. Slots it home to make it 2-0. Right then, 2 games to go, 2 wins needed. We've only lost 2 games all day so far today and picked up 7 wins. Can we get 2 more? Or was it 8 wins? Might be 8 wins, actually, to this point. Yeah, it's 8 wins. We were on 17, and we were currently on 23, so I needed 2 more. I'd got... No, 6. I'd gotten... I'm losing count. There's so many numbers, there's so many games, so many different calculations you have to do on the fly in your head. I just can't keep up. Basically, I needed to win these last 2 games, but Willian fired this into the top left-hand corner as we headed into extra time. It'd been 0-0 after 90 minutes, and just destroyed me in extra time. He ran out 4-0 winner in the end in extra time, unfortunately. So that meant that we had 1 game to go, and I was 2 games short of Gold 1, which means we are definitely going to... Just destroyed me with Ibrahimovic here. I was just playing on full tilt. I was so frustrated at myself for playing so well throughout the day and then letting it slip with 2 games to go. So a 4-0 defeat there in extra time after... I don't even know. I really don't even know what was going through my head at that particular moment in time. So we come into the final game of the FUT Champions weekend knowing that a win would be good, would move us up a ranking for monthly, but wouldn't move us up a ranking for weekly. But obviously, considering it would give me that extra rank for monthly, I decided to play it anyway rather than only playing 39. You might as well play 40. See if you can get the wins so you know exactly how many wins you're going to get. And it turned out we were actually going to win this game. So unfortunately, that extra time collapse in the previous game was the result, although you could probably take the result from any of the other defeats, was the one that gave us the that one extra notch on the defeats column that meant that we weren't able to finish in Gold 1. We ended up with 24 wins and 16 defeats. Now, had I not started so poorly at the beginning of the week on Friday, then perhaps we might have done a little bit better. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. I went 5-5 on the first day, then 12-8 on the second day, which meant we were 17 wins, 13 defeats. And then I went 7-3 on the Sunday. So I was getting better throughout the weekend. You can see 24 games won, and we needed 25 for Gold 1. So unfortunately, we weren't able to get that. But that extra win there, final win, moved us up to Silver 2 for the monthlies. Although I don't actually think it matters what particular one of the medals you're in. If you're in Gold 3, you get the same rewards as you're in as if you were in Gold 1. So as you can see there, we did finish in Gold 2, so we get 45,000 coins, one rare gold pack, which is the 25k pack, where everything's rare and you get a mixture of players and consumables, and then 2 rare mega packs, which is the 55k packs, where you get 35 items and they're all rare, as opposed to just the normal mega pack, where you get 35 items and I think 24 are rare. We could have gotten 50,000 coins and 2 100k packs if I'd won just one extra game, which was pretty frustrating, but still, 45k and 135,000 coins worth of packs, 2 55k packs and a 25k pack, so 180,000 coins worth of rewards there. Pretty tasty for one weekend's work, to be completely honest. I don't know, though, how you guys do this, or if you are one of the guys that do this every single weekend. I was exhausted after playing 40 games in 3 days. I went out on the Friday evening for dinner, but spent all of Saturday playing and all of Sunday, or the majority of Sunday playing, to then edit all of the footage together, and I was just dead. Absolutely dead. I had to get so far ahead on career mode content to, you know, kind of commit the full weekend to doing FUT Champions, and was particularly frustrated with how well I did. I think I can do better. I'm pretty sure I could do better as long as I start stronger. So hopefully next time we do it, we've got the full month of February coming up. I'm going to do that on the Road to Glory account. If I can commit to full 40 games each weekend, I will. Don't think I'll be able to, but I will commit as many games as I can in FUT Champions on the RTG account as possible, and hopefully we can get some good monthly rewards in that for the month of February as we move into March, and fingers crossed drastically improve throughout the weekly rewards as well, the RTG side that we have, not only with coin rewards, but with the packs as well. So we'll just have to wait and see. But overall, the aim of the experiment was to see if I'm better with a top class side than I am with an average side. And the answer is yes, but not by much. I went 11-11 with the average side and went 24-16 with the super team. So I know I can play better, but I'm still kind of happy with 24 wins. I mean, it's not the worst. It's still average, but it's not the worst. For a career mode guy that doesn't really play online, 24 wins isn't that bad. I'm happy with it, but I would be happier had I gotten an extra couple of wins or so. But that's going to be all for this particular string of Ultimate Team videos. I'll perhaps bring one out tomorrow as well with regards to the weekly rewards if they release on the Wednesday like they normally do. And then Friday we'll go back to the Road to Glory account and start working our way either back through the divisions or trying to qualify for FUT Champions for the upcoming weekend, the first one in February. In fact, I may need to record that ahead of time so that I've got time on Friday to play FUT Champions. So I've got a lot of recording ahead of me, but for now, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Check the channel page for all of the career mode content that's gone up either earlier on today or, of course, over the past few days, as well as earlier episodes in this little mini-series of the FUT Champions experiment, I suppose, Super Team experiment. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.